Hey, Elevate78. This is your daily video devotional for Friday, April 10th. It's Good Friday. And this is a day that is pretty personally meaningful to me. And let me tell you why. Because on Good Friday 20 years ago, I began my journey back to my Christian faith. 20 years ago, Good Friday landed on April 21st. You know, the date of Good Friday and Easter shifts around every year. But I remember that it was Good Friday because I hadn't been going to church for a while. And I just figured Good Friday was a good day to go to church. And I'm so glad that I did. I don't think there was ever a time in my life when I didn't consider myself a Christian. But considering yourself a Christian and actually being a Christian are two different things. What about you? Being a Christian is not calling yourself a Christian. Being a Christian is not merely living by what Christians teach. Just believing what Christians believe doesn't make you a Christian. And neither does liking church or liking God. I did all those things. But I never really had a personal connection to God through Christ. And that changed 20 years ago. And here's what happened. I went to church because it seemed like the thing to do. And they had some actors on stage reenacting the death of Jesus, which is what we read about in today's reading, Mark chapter 15. And they sang this song, and I'm going to read the words to one of the verses. It goes like this. Upon the cross of Jesus, my eyes at times can see the very dying form of one who suffered there for me. And from my contrite heart, that means my sorrowful heart, with tears, two wonders I confess, the wonder of his glorious love and my own unworthiness. Sometimes when we get real about the sin in our lives, it can make us really sad. And it should. Sin was not meant to be. It was not what God created. It's not meant to be there. We should be sad. But alongside the sadness is God's great overwhelming love that he sent his son to suffer and die to take the sin away. And as I got a little further in my Christian journey, I discovered the verse in Galatians chapter 2, verse 21, which says this. I do not set aside the grace of God, because if righteousness, that is, right standing with God, could be achieved through the law by doing right things, then Christ died for nothing. And I think that's a question all of us need to answer. As we watch the Lumo Project videos about Easter, which are on our website, as we read in the Bible what happened on Easter, as we think about the death of Jesus, you have to ask yourself this question. Did Christ die for nothing? And I believe Christ did not die for nothing. And so that's why he's the key to making sense of everything. You might be at a point in your life where your life doesn't make sense. You've kind of drifted. And I want to tell you, God's got a great plan for you, but it includes him being in it. And not only being in it, but being the center of it and writing the future story for you. But God can't come in and won't come in unless you allow him in. And so think about the meaning of the cross today on this Good Friday. Did Jesus die for nothing? Or did he die that has a significance that is huger than any of us can imagine? And it's all about God's love for you. The story continues with Easter Sunday, and we'll have a devotional tomorrow. For tomorrow, read Isaiah chapter 53. We'll be back right here to talk about what it means.